The Krillian armada stretched across the void like a mechanical constellation, 300 warships gleaming in the light of the distant star. Commander Zexthor stood on the bridge of his flagship, his 4 eyes gleaming with anticipation as the scanners detected the approaching human vessel. Just one? His tactical officer chittered in amusement. The humans send just one ship? Laughter rippled through the bridge crew. The Krillians had conquered 47 star systems in the past decade. Their reputation as the galaxy's most fearsome military power was undisputed. And now the humans, these newcomers who had barely left their own solar system, dared to challenge them with a single vessel. "It appears to be a frigate-class ship," the scanner operator announced. "Designation UHSF Valkyrie. Crew complement reads as 2. The laughter intensified. Zexthor's mandibles clicked in what passed for a Krillian smile. 2 humans against our entire battle fleet. This will be remembered as the shortest war in galactic history. Inside the Valkyrie's cramped cockpit, Lieutenant Elsa Reeves checked her neural interface one final time. Her fingers danced across holographic displays as streams of data flooded directly into her consciousness. Beside her, Captain Farhat Khan sat motionless in his command seat, his eyes closed, his breathing steady. "They're hailing us," Elsa said, her voice calm despite the impossible odds before them. "Should I respond?" "Let them talk," Farhat replied without opening his eyes. "They'll want to gloat first. It's what conquerors do." Zexthor's image materialized before them, his alien features twisted in what the translation matrix interpreted as contempt. "Humans, you have entered Krillian space with hostile intent. Surrender your vessel and we will grant you the mercy of quick deaths." Elsa glanced at Farhat, who finally opened his eyes. There was no fear in them, only a cold calculation that made even Elsa, who had served with him for 3 years, feel a chill. "Commander Zexthor," Farhat said evenly, "I am Captain Farhat Khan of the United Human Space Force. I'm here to deliver a message from Earth. Leave human colonies alone, or face the consequences." The Krillian commander's laughter was a harsh, grating sound. "Consequences? From 2 humans in a single ship? Your arrogance is—" "Elsa," Farhat interrupted, his voice quiet. "Initiate protocol Ragnarok." "Ragnarok initiated," Elsa confirmed, her hands moving with practiced precision. "Neural sync at 98%. Quantum cores online. Temporal displacement field charging." The Krillians didn't understand what was happening. They couldn't comprehend that the Valkyrie wasn't just a ship. It was humanity's answer to a fundamental question. What happens when you combine quantum computing, neural interfacing, and weaponized temporal mechanics? "All ships open fire," Zexthor commanded, still amused but growing impatient. 300 warships unleashed their arsenals simultaneously. Plasma bolts, kinetic missiles, and particle beams converged on the tiny human vessel from every direction. It should have been instant annihilation. The Valkyrie vanished. Time is relative. Einstein proved it. Humans weaponized it. For Elsa and Farhat, the next 3 minutes stretched into subjective hours. Their neural interfaces synchronized with the ship's quantum core, their consciousnesses operating at a rate that made the universe around them appear frozen. The plasma bolts hung in space like deadly sculptures, moving at what seemed like centimeters per hour. "Beginning attack run," Farhat announced, his thoughts translating into ship commands faster than any conventional computer could process. The Valkyrie's temporal displacement field allowed it to exist in a different time frame than the surrounding space. To external observers, the ship flickered in and out of existence. To Elsa and Farhat, they had all the time in the world. They moved through the Krillian fleet like ghosts, Elsa calculating trajectories while Farhat executed maneuvers that would have been impossible for any pilot operating in normal time. They planted quantum charges on ship after ship, each device no larger than a human fist but containing enough destructive potential to tear through Krillian shields like paper. 240 charges placed, Elsa reported, her mind racing through calculations. 60 ships remaining. "Mark them for kinetic strikes," Farhat ordered. The Valkyrie's railgun spat out tungsten penetrators at relativistic speeds. In normal time, the projectiles would be visible only as streaks of light. In the temporal bubble, Elsa watched each round spiral toward its target with perfect accuracy, guided by her calculations and Farhat's instincts. "All targets acquired," she confirmed. "Temporal field collapse in 10 seconds. Farhat allowed himself a grim smile. The Krillians wanted a war. Let's give them one they'll never forget. 5 seconds, Elsa counted down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Field collapse. To Commander Zexthor and his fleet, the Valkyrie disappeared for exactly 2.3 seconds. When it reappeared, it was 3,000 kilometers away, positioned safely beyond the engagement zone. Then the universe caught up. 300 Krillian warships exploded simultaneously. Some were torn apart by quantum charges that destabilized their reactor cores. Others simply shattered as tungsten penetrators punched through their hulls at percentages of light speed. The combined detonations created an expanding sphere of debris and radiation that painted the void with the colors of destruction. The entire Krillian armada, the pride of a galactic empire, ceased to exist in 2.3 seconds. Zexthor's last thought as his flagship's bridge decompressed around him was a simple one. What are these humans? Elsa slumped in her seat, the neural interface disconnect leaving her momentarily disoriented. Faret remained upright, though she could see the exhaustion in his eyes. Message transmitted to all Krillian command frequencies, Elsa reported. Should reach their homeworld in 6 hours. Good, Faret said quietly, looking at the expanding debris field that had been an armada moments before. Maybe now they'll understand. Humanity doesn't start wars, but we will finish them. The Valkyrie turned away from the destruction, its engines igniting as it began the journey back to Earth. Behind them, the wreckage of the Krillian fleet drifted through the void, a testament to a simple truth that the galaxy was only beginning to learn. Never underestimate humanity. And never ever laugh at a lone human ship, because that laugh might be the last sound you ever make. End.